Hello, Nathan here from the photography team. I just wanted to talk quickly about some of the issues that people have been experiencing with the XH1 and whether, in my opinion, they're a fact or fiction. This is obviously based on my opinion and also my colleagues. Ben, I appreciate there may be some of you that have experienced some of these issues, but for us, we've shot multiple weddings and not had any issue. So here's my XH1. Now, first off, people talk about memory cards. Now, I don't use anything flash. I'm not the sort of person that's going to run and gun and shoot thousands of images at a wedding. On average, for me, a wedding will be 1,500 images. So at the moment, I've got I've got a 64 gigabyte Extreme SanDisk. 64 gigabyte there, and in the second card slot I've just got a 32 gigabyte Extreme Pro from SanDisk. So nothing extremely special, but they do the job fine for me. Now, point number one, battery power. People complain that the battery performance on these cameras is rubbish. For me personally, I don't agree. I can easily go through a whole day's wedding with just one battery change. IBIS is turned on constantly. I don't have Bluetooth on. Whether that's going to make a difference, I don't know. But what I find is that as long as you just turn the camera off between each time you use it, you're going to get good battery performance from this camera. Now, I'm talking for stills only. We're not video recorders, so I don't know the performance for video, but for photography, you know, when you need the camera, turn it on, the camera starts up instantly, so it doesn't need to be always on. Take your shot, turn it off, and put it back down again. It's as simple as that, and I guarantee you will be able to shoot a whole wedding with two batteries. Now, we use two cameras, so just bear that in mind. If you use one camera and you're shooting double the shots, then maybe yes, you're going to need 3 or 4 batteries. But for us, we've got two cameras, and we only need to change the batteries once in each camera during a full day wedding. The other point that's coming up at the moment is resets. Now, again, myself and Ben shooting multiple weddings with this camera haven't had any issues with camera resets. I know there's a few of you out there that are saying that the camera's suddenly reset for no reason. All of the settings have gone back to factory standard, and it's been a bit of a pain having to set the camera up again. But I don't know what the issue is with that. Don't know whether Fuji have given a explanation for that, but for us, not a problem. The final one is probably the biggest problem that people complain of, is lockups. Again, we haven't experienced lockups, and that's with those cards that I explained earlier. Now, the only thing I can do is I can replicate what I believe people believe is a lockup, and that is after a long burst of shots when the camera's still right into the buffer. If you turn the camera off and then turn it on again, it's going to sort of show that it's locked. Now, I'll demonstrate that for you now. So I've got the camera set on continuous high, so I will take a burst of images until we reach the buffer. So there's the buffer. Let's take a few more. Yeah, a few more. Still working, very slow. Okay. Now, when you look at the camera, you'll think it's fine. Now, I turn it off, and it's still displayed. So the camera's off, and the screen's still on. Now, when I turn it on, it's not doing anything. And people are thinking this is a lockup. No, the camera's still right into the card because you've just done a massive burst of images, still not working. People start turning it on and off, they panic, they take the battery out. All you need to do is wait, and look, It's just restarted again. That's not a lockup. It's just the camera right into the card because you've taken a massive burst of images. So don't worry about lockups. For us, that we haven't experienced that. The only thing we experienced is what I've just demonstrated to you, which is the camera is still right into the memory cards. So don't worry about that. Just give it some time and then the camera will reset itself. Once the data has been transferred to the card, it's fine. The camera just starts up again, no issue. Don't be pulling batteries out because you're going to then corrupt images, corrupt the card. You're just going to cause a world of grief. So just remember that. That's our experience. We haven't had any lockups where we needed to remove the battery. That is the only thing I can suspect is happening. It's just a buffer issue. Again, we're not people that shoot continuous high throughout a whole day's wedding, so that may occur once in every 2 weddings, maybe after a quick burst when there's been bride and groom walking down the aisle or something like that. So that's my experiences with the XH1 and the 3 main causes of concern why people don't really want to buy the camera. So I hope that's reassured you a bit. So obviously one of the points, lockups, explained that. The other point was the resetting, haven't experienced that. And obviously I've talked about battery power. You just need to conserve power by switching the camera on and off in between use. I hope you found that helpful. Really would love to hear your experiences below. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm talking rubbish? Just let me know, that'd be great. I hope that's reassured you that this is a great camera. So yes, I'm Nathan and you've been watching The Photography Team.